Atheist versus God believer. The battle of belief in a modern world. Intro, narrator. Welcome to today's debate. Topic that has divided humans for centuries. The existence of God. Is belief in a higher power essential? Or is a life based on reason and science enough? Let's dive in and hear both perspectives. Debate script. Atheist. I stand by the idea that belief in a higher power is unnecessary, especially in the context of our modern understanding of the world. Science has answered many questions that were once attributed to the divine, from the origin of the universe to the evolution of life. The more we learn, the less we rely on supernatural explanations. Humanity can build a meaningful life based on rational thought, ethics, and a deep appreciation of our shared existence. Religion, in my view, is an outdated framework, a human-made concept that attempts to explain the unknown. God believer. While science provides knowledge of the natural world, it doesn't answer the deeper questions we all face. Questions about the meaning of life, purpose, morality, and existence beyond death. For many, belief in God is a source of hope, comfort, and direction. It's not about proving God scientifically. It's about faith in something greater than ourselves. Throughout history, belief in a higher power has been the foundation of moral systems and has driven positive societal change. It's not just a relic of the past. It still holds meaning for billions today. Atheist. I acknowledge that belief in God has provided comfort to many, but we have to look at the consequences as well. Wars have been fought, suffering has been inflicted, and injustice has been justified in the name of religion. Faith can offer comfort, but it can also create divisions. Atheism, on the other hand, focuses on a secular approach to ethics, one that doesn't rely on supernatural authority but on reason, empathy, and human understanding. We don't need a divine rulebook to treat others with kindness or work toward a just society. God believer. You rewrite that religion has had its dark sides, and many atrocities have been committed in the name of God. But let us not forget that some of the greatest advances in human history have come from people inspired by their faith. The abolition of slavery, civil rights movements, and countless acts of charity and kindness. All of these have been fueled by religious values. And while atheism calls for reason, it doesn't always provide the answers to why we are here. It leaves a void that many people fill with spirituality and a connection to something larger. Atheist. But what about the scientific progress we've made? The idea of God isn't necessary to explain the universe. It's the Big Bang, evolution, and the laws of physics give us a much clearer evidence-based understanding of reality. Religion is rooted in ancient texts written by people with limited knowledge of the world. Faith-based answers often conflict with scientific discoveries, and that's where we must choose. Do we accept truth through evidence, or hold on to beliefs that lack proof? I think the former is the better way forward. God believer. Faith and reason are not mutually exclusive. In fact, many scientists, philosophers, thinkers have believed in God throughout history, including those who made groundbreaking discoveries. Science can explain how the world works, but it can't answer why it exists or what the purpose of life is. Atheism gives us a material view of the universe, but it doesn't give us the sense of moral direction and existential meaning that belief in God offers. For many, the idea that life has no inherent purpose can feel empty. Atheists, sure, but meaning can be found without belief in a higher power. Many atheists find purpose in their relationships, in their work, and in their contributions to society. The idea of a divine purpose can be limiting. It assumes that we must follow a predetermined plan. We have the power to create our own meaning, to shape our own destinies, in a way that's more freeing than relying on an external force to give us purpose. God believer. Perhaps, but creating our own meaning doesn't give us an objective moral framework. Without God, what grounds our moral compass? Who decides what is truly right and wrong? Without a higher power, moral judgments become subjective, based on individual or societal perspectives. Many people find strength in the belief that there is a higher moral law, something beyond human invention that guides us toward good. Closing line, narrator. Both sides have presented their views. Is belief in God a necessary part of human existence, or can humanity thrive through reason and science alone? The debate continues. What do you think? Let us know in the comments below, and if the demand is there, we'll return with part 2. of this profound discussion. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications.